We are the Institute for Intuitive Intelligence, revolutionizing intuition by training spiritually fierce women globally as qualified intuitive guides. Subscribe for the leading research and teachings on the conversation of intuition development.
Hello, dear ones. Hopefully we're live now. Dr. Niikee here. So I thought I would come on and share with you a little bit of my background and also some of the pivotal moments that have brought me to where I am today. So I remember growing up as a child, I wanted to be anything and everything. Every time something else piqued my interest, I wanted to do that for the rest of my life and this for the rest of my life. And it was everything from, wanting to be a dolphin trainer to a scientist to an astronaut to a fashion stylist, and the list goes on. And it wasn't until in my 10th year of school we had to write a careers paper for English. And at the time, my English teacher was also the drama teacher. And so she had a little game installed for those of us that weren't quite sure what we wanted to do. And so she had this grand old top hat, yes, one of those big old top hats, and a whole lot of little careers chopped up onto bits of paper inside this top hat. And so we all took turns, drum roll, the works, and I pulled out naturopathy. And at that time, and it was well before the days when natural medicine was very popular, that I had no idea what this was. And so I did my due diligence, did my assignment, and researched. And I was intrigued by all of the different modalities, all of the different ways that we can think about health that to that point I had never been exposed to. And I came to a specific passage, and it was actually a statement. And it read, to help people help themselves. And I read it again, to help people help themselves. And I was activated. It lit a light inside of me, and I knew at my depths that this is why I was here. This is what I was going to do with my life. And so from there, I went on to study many different modalities, learning all sorts of fascinating different ways, esoteric teachings, the works. And then after many years, I decided that I would do some research so I could somehow prove all of the wonderful results, that I was getting with clients, that I was seeing my other colleagues as well getting with clients. And I couldn't understand, why it wasn't more widespread. And so I started researching nutritional biochemistry, clinical medicine as a tangible, measurable way to mark results. And over the years, I was on the treadmill, just running and running and working, day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out, with hardly a time to stop and catch my breath. Deep down, I knew that there was so much more. I spent the nights delving into all of the sacred texts, trying to find the answers to the bigger why. Why is all of this the way that it is? Why are we here? All of these questions. And then one day I was reading a text by the infamous Carolyn Mace called Channeling Grace. And I was contently reading the book, doing the different practices that were offered. And then I came to one invocation and I popped my hand on my heart and wholeheartedly surrendered. Surrendered to whatever I needed to do to be of greater service to the collective. And in that moment, and even though my eyes were closed, I saw a bright light enter me. And I paused and took a big breath in. And then as I released it, my breath, I opened up my eyes in wonder of what had just taken place. It wasn't the first time seemingly strange things had happened in my life, so I wasn't afraid. I was more curious. And then from that day, everything started to fall apart. My earth, my world was falling out from underneath me. My department had lost major funding. I was losing contracts, not getting other ones renewed. I even lost my partner at the time because, let's face it, I was too busy working. And I was so confused. I was lost. I did not know what was happening. I had so wholeheartedly felt that I was doing the right thing. And I had no one to talk to about it either. You know, in those days, the spiritual was still very much woo-woo to most. And I really didn't know whether what I'd done was really the completely wrong thing. And it wasn't until one day I saw the light again. And I realized that this was all part of the plan to redirect me onto the higher path of my soul's destiny. One that was there, but I was too busy caught up trying to do the normal thing, the normal life, working and overworking. And so these 30 years, the culmination of all of this has brought me to this very point where I am completely honoured to be of service to people in these deeper layer ways, to help to support people through their awakening and to create changes within themselves so that they too can walk on their higher timeline. And so I would like to leave you with these words of wisdom. Allow yourself the time to stop and smell the roses, to stop and turn inwards, to think about what it really is deep down that makes your soul sing. We do not always need to be searching outside of us for the answers. We give away our power each time we avoid what is happening inside of us. We create more separation. And so from my heart to yours, I wish you many blessings and all the best. Take care. Mm-hmm.